4 very different ways to try to align with a prospective customer. You have customers. Your leaders have customers. And in many instances, they might be on a team. Now, I will confess that this is one of my favorite cartoons. And it's one of my favorites because I think it's kind of making fun of sometimes what we do as trainers, and I include myself in that. TEAM, together everyone annoys me. So raise your hand if you're on a team yourself. Just raise your hand if teaming is something that you actually do. Raise your hand if you would. How many of you are actually on a team? I see many of you are part of a team experience and, and recognize what this is like. Yeah. And I'm sure your leaders are working with teams. Now, raise your hand if you work with teams. Some of you may be facilitators of teams. And so you experience lack of alignment almost on a daily basis if you're trying to facilitate. As a matter of fact, that's often what you're brought in to do, right? So this notion of teams is really critical as we look at a leader's role. And sometimes we've got everything from, I met a leader the other day who basically said to me, he was sitting there doing performance reviews on a flight. And I said, we were chit-chatting, and I said, so you're pretty hard at work? And he said, yeah, I'm really struggling because I never have met these 3 people face-to-face. And frankly, most of them I only know by email, and here I am doing a performance review. It's really a struggle, and so on and so forth. So his ability to even just align with the folks who were on his team was certainly a challenge. Now, when you look at our data, interestingly enough, let me just ask this group. How many of you have been on a team where people pretty much think in the same way? Describe in the question box what that was like. So, like the example on the left of the screen, similar thinking, more or less. You're kind of exquisitely all together, all aligned. It's like, okay, you just get together, you